All right, folks, let's go ahead and pick it up. We're in the year 1745. They skipped quite a bit because literally nothing happened. And now we've got a plague, and we've also got a war with, we don't have a war, but Rome has a war with the Arabians, so maybe this would be interesting for a part here. But in any case, now we've got the plaque, and also we're frowny, which I never like it when we're frowny. But that's going to happen. But you can see I've got like this core of troops right here in the middle that will be charged with killing whoever decides to declare independence. Probably going to take one of these guys out as well, so we don't have to waste our time with two of them. And I've also got a formidable military presence right here in Axum. So we should be covered if indeed we do have some independencies. We probably will. I went what's the word for it? Yeah, unstable before, and that was okay. We ended up getting through it because we don't have to maintain this empire, although that will certainly help us. But we do have to keep those sly Europeans from getting at us, from getting any towns here. Luckily, I mean, at this point, we have a big enough of an army that it would be highly unlikely that our opponents would be able to actually start a city down there in any place. Because if they went ahead and started up a city, we would be able to overwhelm them, at least with troop numbers. And we're not so very far behind any of them. As you can see, the Romans are still around, even though it's like America time. You can see right here, that's a pretty small force that they're going to try to attack with. I don't think they're going to be too successful. They got a lot of cannons, which is impressive, but still, I mean, all the Arabs really need to do is charge them, and they'll be finished. We got plague in Mogadishu now, so beautiful. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the Romans can hang. All right, let's see. What do we get the right to vote for that? Okay, liberalism. Yeah, I'd like to switch to a what's this name? Democracy. Of course, that would probably collapse the whole thing. Wow. How about that, man? How about that? They didn't go offensive. They just kind of stood there and took it. Like a bunch of pansies. Well, they got what they deserved then, I would say. Alright, well. Ooh, that's cool. I'll build one of those. But yeah, I need people to work on the old university. Now that we've actually got something to build. Okay, wonderful. Of course, we're going to have to compete with this plague for a little bit. That's all right. It's going to happen for a bit. Ooh, hit Axum, hit the capital. This is the first plague we've actually had to deal with. Every other time the plague has just kind of skipped us, which was pretty nice. I was pretty happy about that. As you can see, the turns are coming in 3-year increments now, which is a little lame because we want to get to the year 1910 as soon as possible because that's when we win. I was actually looking up Robert Calwhite, I think his name is. He still has a blog. I'm sure he's long since stopped updating it, obviously, but he played through all these games here, all of the UHVs, I believe, and posted kind of his strategies and his ideas. But yeah, he did one thing that I thought was really interesting, but really time-consuming. But I'd like to do it, I suppose, but I just never did it. And I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if I'll ever have the absolute time just rolling out of my rear end that I can do this. But basically, he played, his whole strategy was to play the game and see if you could be the last one alive. Because, you know, the computer collapses. Like, actually, if they have a civil war, they don't stick around. They just collapse. They can't get their empire back. They just collapse, right? And so what he would do is he would be one of the civs, and Ethiopia is the one he got furthest with. And basically when the other empire collapsed, go in and raise all their cities so they can't come back again, and try to be the last one left. And so I thought that was pretty neat. I guess. Trade for, wow, we're doing, technology-wise, we are doing very well for ourselves. I'm surprised by how good we are doing, since, you know, you tend to be pretty far behind on technology. Send this guy down here. I don't know if I should send him down there yet. I don't think it's gonna hit all our towns. It's gonna, you know what I keep thinking of when I'm playing this game? I keep thinking of Ace Ventura 2, when he goes to that village, the African village, and his guy, I can't remember what he called him. I can't remember what the name of his guide is. The little squat British guy with the pith hat and all that kind of stuff. Right? Real stock character. But anyway, he says, he's like, the chief is talking to me, he says, they did not know disease until the white man came, right? And then he sneezes on him. But then he sneezes on him. But I keep thinking of, like, that's why we're not getting these plagues like everybody else is, because we're like isolated here, and yeah, we're just not getting these diseases, which there's some truth to it, because we do not really get these diseases. Oh, actually, I don't want to send you there. We're gonna send an archer down there. I'm gonna send all my weak units down there. Like I said, in case these guys declare their independence, I'm just gonna march my keister in there. Wow. Well, this is a rather, like, they did not really come to get it, did they? Which is too bad for the Romans. I was kind of rooting for them. Because, I mean, look at this. America's about to come up right now. And the Romans are, like, still in the game. And they're going after the Arabians, trying to take back, like, Roman North Africa. Trying to turn the Mediterranean into a Roman lake again. And, yeah, they're not going to do that. Not with that kind of strategy. You can forget about it. What a bunch of lamos. But in any case, whatever. Actually, wait, I got this guy right here? Yeah, let's have the archer get up there. The guy doesn't have to work on a longbowman, who will be tough to dislodge. No. There we go. Yeah, get him off the list. I don't care. Alright, cool. So, yeah. But that's kind of the haps that was going on. I thought it might be a little interesting to show you this part. I guess we're at 7 minutes. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and cut it for a little bit, and if anything else interesting happens, I'll pick it up. So, see you back in a little bit. Yeah, whatever, France. I'm not afraid of you, turd. You want to give me a lot of money, though, for that sugar? What do you think? You want sugar, you'll pay for it. Of course, got replaceable parts, probably as rifleman. But even if he did have riflemen, I would freaking mong him. Because I don't think, they don't have ships with enough capacity to really, what's the word for it? To really come in meaningful numbers to prevent me. Or to, like, you know what I mean. They can't defend themselves. Because I have the continent here, and the ships can't bring enough people to defend themselves. Really should just take that city, but it's not a particularly good city. Alright, so anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I thought I'd check in with you guys again, take a look here. Who's his faces? The Romans just collapsed, finally, here in 1835. So how about that? That's some pretty long legs there. You see I'm in French North Africa, just tooling around. You see, no real problem. We've been, like, unstable for, like, ever, but nothing's happened. So we keep trying to, or I keep trying to build things to make me a little bit more stable, but it's not quite working out like we want to. But you can see we're all the way up here to 1835, so we are gosh darn near the end of this whole thing. And I'm eventually gonna try to get a workboat over there. How do you like that? Like, it's been this long. As you can see, the French, I don't know if I showed you that, the French have, like, riflemen now. But, and I've been threatened by numerous other powers. Okay, so this is, we expected this all along. This is one of our better cities there. I keep getting these slave revolts, too. So anyway, there we go. So this place declared its independence. It won't have its independence for long. Yeah, so should be fine. Probably would have been better had I brought some, what's his faces, some cannons. But that's alright. Oh, 100%. Oh, 100% against, yeah, obviously. That's one of my better cities, too, so I'm annoyed that that's the one that went independent. And also, that guy's fairly well set up. Ooh, look at that. Whoa, hey, what happened there, guys? Alright, what do I got? That's kind of lame. Alright, that's okay. Jeez, just 21%, huh? Alright. I guess maybe we send some cannons down so we don't lose so many people. Probably should have had some cannons down there in the first place, right? So this wouldn't be that much of a problem. Alright, so we could do that. We got time. It's not like I don't see anybody really coming to do anything. And obviously this guy's coming to destroy our gosh darn livelihood here. That's alright. So we'll just hang for a little bit, 4 turns, no big deal. We'll see if any of the Europeans try to jump on this. I doubt it. They're usually not too quick to get around to things. That's the idea anyway. But yeah, it's just a little annoying. Luckily, like I said, this is not a thing that's really gonna hurt us too much. It's a diversion of resources. It's a little irritating, but in the end, I'm gonna actually shift these guys around to the other side here. Yeah, I should have had some cannons down with this particular force. But did not. So, but that's fine. 5 turns. Jeez, lame. And unfortunately, we get that extra damage being done, of course, by the gunboat, or not the gunboat, the trireme there. Gunboat. Yeah, that'd be something else. Although, nobody's got him quite yet. But let's see if we can just go ahead and snuff this independence movement out real quick. How would you like this for $4 rocks, buddy? Luckily, we're doing really good as far as kind of trade and just keeping the money going, which is nice. Custom houses, they help with what's the word for it? With stability, and also, you know, they yield us a little bit more on the trade routes there, so they're cool. All right. Shoot, I got so many of these guys. I might as well use this guy for something, right? Apparently the French were the ones who got the Conquerors event too. I want to do democracy, but that will probably yield us a civil war. And really so close to victory, it's not a good idea. Somebody else already built the Statue of Liberty, unfortunately. That's a pretty good one. It gives you a free specialist for every city, which of course, I'm a big fan of that. I'm not a big specialist using guy, but having a free specialist for every city on the continent is a powerful advantage. Okay, defensive pact. Nah, I don't want to get drawn in anybody else's wars. We are definitely not that power that needs to be getting into a bunch of wars. So anyway, let's hurry up and take back this darn city. Yeah, see, the Arabs, they have the North Africa, but the French have more of it. I guess the Turks never really went anywhere either. I don't know where the Turks are in score. Oh, they're pretty high up there. I guess they must have taken at least Athens or whatever. But they didn't get down to the Arabian Peninsula, which, you know, when they really get going, they'll get that and they'll get North Africa, which could be fairly useful territories. Man, that's too bad though, because I'll have to rebuild a bunch of stuff. Although it'll be pretty quick to rebuild, since that's Oh, look at that, a pirate. So he's going to take out everybody, including me, unfortunately. So, I mean, I'm not really happy when I see those pirates, when I see the privateers. Because, yes, they take care of my enemies, but they also wreck all my stuff, too. They're going to go up there and mess with the Arabians anyway, as they do. But, yeah, the French must have got the Conqueror's event, because as you can see, they've vassalized both the Aztecs and the other guys. And the Incas, which is usual, per usual. No big deal. Alright. Jeez. Take forever. Improve this frickin' road system. Dude, build a road. Yeah. He's gonna destroy my gosh darn whatever. My gosh darn fishing boats. There was no doubt about that. But them's the breaks, ain't they? Indeed. Alright. Whoa, man, this town sucks for production. Nah. What are you gonna do though? Nice town though. Only 114 turns. Yeah, still not enough. Yeah, we could take our time. Nobody else has declared their independence yet. I mean, yeah, these towns get pretty big too. I mean, you'll notice. I think I complained about it. A lot of the town locations aren't that great for the Ethiopians, but I think that's incorrect to say. I think they've got some pretty good town locations. Just not in the same category though, unfortunately, as say like say the European powers. I would. Man, I'm probably gonna lose a cannon out of this anyway, even with a double power up, man. Look at that, man. Lame. Well, at least I only lost one. Go get him, Tiger. And you also go get him, Tiger. Whoa, I got another one? You jerks. Yeah, I have to be careful. There's a cavalryman right there who was just he was ready to do his thing. Oh yeah, look at what the Germans had going there. Yeah, so it's a good thing I took it that turn. If I'd have waited any longer, could have been in big trouble. Okay, all right. Well, let me go ahead and cut it out here, and then if anything else interesting happens, I'll show you. All right. So see you in a little.